You know, when you pre-order a video game and you spend, what, 10 more pounds, 20 more pounds, heck, even 50 more pounds sometimes if you're getting a big super duper deluxe edition, whatever game you're pre-ordering, if they promise you DLC, if they promise you you're going to get exclusive DLC on the day when you stump up that extra £10 or £20 or however much more you're spending than you normally would on a standard edition, you're expecting to get that DLC on day one, aren't you? That's just common fact. That's like with every single video game that's ever released in the existence of mankind. Well, not for Injustice 2. Nope, because Nether-realm Studios and WB Games had to f*** it up. Yes, they f***ed it up. And the reason why they f***ed it up is because basically, I didn't just pre-order the normal Injustice 2, I didn't pre-order the standard edition. No, I went for the super deluxe edition, and basically what this version of the game includes is that when you pre-order, you get Darkseid, because, well, Darkseid you get with any version of the game you pre-order, but with this version, I also, and it even says here on the packaging, free DLC fighters. Yeah, so free DLC fighters. That's what was being sold as part of the deluxe edition. Now, originally, I wasn't going to pre-order the deluxe edition. I was just going to get the normal standard edition game of Injustice 2. I was like, yeah, why do I need to pre-order the deluxe edition? But then they actually announced all three characters which were going to be part of the pre-order, which were Starfire, Red Hood, and the Mortal Kombat character Sub-Zero. And I was like, okay, those are characters I genuinely want to play as. Fine, I'll go out and pre-order the deluxe edition. It's only, what, 20 quid more? Let's go for it. Yeah. So essentially, yeah, I went out, spent 20 more quid than I probably should have. And, yeah, and what did I get for that 20 quid? F*** all. I got f*** all for that 20 quid. Do you want to know why? Because I've legit just launched it on my PS4 right now. I launched Injustice 2. It's just finished installing. Darkseid, that downloaded fine. That character's fine. Good to go. Good. Right. I go to install the second DLC pack. I go on there, I go on the PlayStation Store, and I do the code, I enter it, boom, and then it says, right, Fighter Pack 1, DLC, here you go, do you want to download it? Hell yeah, download it, and then what happens? It's like, oh, only 2 things out of all the DLC was downloaded, and that was the Power Girl skin for Supergirl, and some sort of like shader pack, I don't know what the f*** that is. I haven't properly played the game yet, I haven't had a chance to properly sit down and play the game yet, but essentially, those 3 DLC characters, nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. Like, legit, I went on the menu, I legit searched, I restarted, I even rebooted the whole console. I literally turned it all off, turned it back on again. I thought, alright, well, maybe this is just like, because I still had the game open, maybe it was like, right, I have to completely restart the game, the whole console, just for the DLC to actually download into the game. But no, I log back on there and it's like, no, Starfire, Red Hood, Sub-Zero, none of them, the whole lot, they're not there. And it's just like, what the f***? Like, what the f***, WB? Like, you promised people, like, I feel sorry for the people that pre-ordered the Ultimate Edition. They've ultimately spent 90 quid, so that's almost 100 quid. And they're not getting what you promise. They're not getting what you f*** promised them. And honestly, that pisses me off so much. Like, what the f*** happened? What happened? Why aren't we getting the characters we were promised? Why? Why did I need to spend another fucking 20 quid on this game when probably when the characters launch, they'll only cost like, what, tenner on the PlayStation Store? Where's that 20 quid going? That's just, I swear to God, like, that's just, you've conned a lot of players. And I did a bit of digging online before I did this video because obviously I wanted to do my research. I wanted to make sure that, oh, it wasn't just like an update that was going to be happening in the next couple days. No, I probably went online, I typed up, I was like, when is Fighter Pack 1 releasing? When is it releasing? And what I found out was, oh, no release date has been yet given for Fighter Pack 1 or 2 or 3 if you pre-ordered the Ultimate Edition. What the f***? Like, seriously, like, what happened? Like, whenever you pre-order a game, if you are promised DLC, you are meant to get that DLC on the day. And it's not like they can say, oh, we haven't got the characters ready. No, that's bull***, because you put out a trailer saying Fighter Pack 1. Why would you put out a trailer for the 3 fighters people are pre-ordering, and if you're not going to give them to them on day 1? What's the point? What is actually the point? Seriously, I'm I'm struggling to understand. Why are you not releasing these characters yet? Seriously, when am I getting these characters? Why have I essentially just given you 20 quid for nothing? Why have I given you 20 quid for nothing? Answer me, Warner Brothers. Like, why? Like, whenever I've pre-ordered games in the past, I've pre-ordered a lot of games in the past, and this has never happened to me. Like, what, let's say like way back in 2011, I pre-ordered Batman Arkham City, right? Pre-ordered Batman Arkham City. I was like, okay, I don't know if I'm going to pre-order this game. They said, right, if you pre-order the game, you'll get to play as Batman's sidekick, Robin. So not only would you be getting the Catwoman DLC on day one release, I'd also be able to play as the character Robin in Batman Arkham City. That was like, oh my days, I have to pre-order that. Went down to game, pre-ordered game, boom. Like what, a few months later in October, after school, I run down to town, I proper pick up the Batman Arkham City. I'm like, right, here you go, I've got a pre-order for Batman Arkham City. And yeah, and they're like, right, here you go, rush home, boom, code for Robin, download, in the box. Like, what? Why can't you do that this time round? I literally open it up, it's like, oh right, I open up, yeah, it's a steelbook, that's kind of cool. But I legit, right, it's like, oh yeah, look, free downloadable fighters, free downloadable fighters. It's like, oh right, here you go, right, yeah, look, download it. And then basically, I download it, and no, you don't get the characters until like, what, later on in the summer. What the fuck? Why? No, you pre-ordered, like, and again, it's not just with DC games, like I mentioned just now with Batman Arkham Knight. No, it's not just with DC games, it's any other games I've pre-ordered in the past. So just, like, even Call of Duty, it's like, what, you pre-order like in Black Ops 2, and you get the Nuketown map, boom, I pre-ordered Black Ops 2, day one, oh look, here's a Nuketown DLC code, here you go, boom. Like, what? And even the people who pre-ordered the Black Ops 2 Hardened Edition, where they were promised Nuketown Zombies, they get Nuketown Zombies day one! And then everyone else, like, if you didn't pre-order the Hardened Edition, yeah, you got the DLC a little bit later on in, like, the coming months, like 4 months later you got the map. But, again, that was meant to be for people who pre-ordered. Why can't you do a similar situation like this? Alright, if you don't want to release the fighters, don't release the fighters. Don't release them to the public yet. Like, release them maybe a couple months in advance. But release them to the people who pre-ordered the game. Like, why? Do what Call of Duty Black Ops 2 did. Right, Nuketown Zombies, right, made this DLC downloadable, available only for people who pre-ordered the Hardened Edition. Boom, because they're the people that are proper committed. These are proper people who we know, we can trust, are the fans. Boom, give them the map. And then anyone else who's kind of like, I play COD, but I'm not really a big fan of it. Yeah, like, let them download it, like, buy it later on in a few months' time. That's cool, but that encourages people to buy the special editions more, because they're like, oh, yeah, I actually want that content. I have to go out and get the special edition. Otherwise, I'm not going to get it for like, what, another month? Or 2, or 3, or 4. Like, but this, I'm not, like, what the fuck? I mean, I'm happy that at least I got Darkseid. At least I got something out of my pre-order. But this is not good enough. You can't fucking put free DLC fighters on the box as well. So I don't know if this is a new thing they do, where you pre-order it, and you don't get the DLC until everyone else. That does not happen. That does not happen. And again, going back to what I was saying earlier about Batman Arkham City. The Robin download, I got that on pre-order because I pre-ordered that. I pre-ordered that with my money. And basically, I got that download, but none of my friends did because they didn't pre-order it, and they had to wait months, until the Robin download came out on Xbox Live Marketplace and PlayStation Store. And to me, that was a reward. That was a reward because it was like, yeah, see, I pre-ordered the game, this is my reward. I get stuff before other people. Because that just shows how much of a fan I am and how much I'm willing to pay you, Nether-realm, to play your game. So maybe if I'm paying 20 quid more of my money, then maybe you just, then give me the characters you promised. And don't say they're not ready to go because you've released a trailer. Clearly we can see them playable. They're designed, they work. What? Like, where are they? Like, where are they? Honestly, like, I should have just pre-ordered the normal 40 quid edition. Should have just paid £40. Like someone else I know, someone else is, like, we were having this conversation the other week. I have a friend I know, right, who's at uni like me, we're both at university, and I see him on occasion, and we were both talking about Injustice 2 last week, because we were both talking about how he pre-ordered it, and he said like, oh, I just pre-ordered the normal standard edition, like I pre-ordered it for like 40 quid off Amazon. I was like, oh, okay, well guess what, I pre-ordered, I spent another 20 quid, and I'm getting free DLC characters. Yeah, how's that? Woo! Like, I was proper like rubbing it in his face, like, oh mate, I'm getting Red Hood, I'm getting Sub-Zero, I'm getting Starfire, boom, I'm getting all these sick characters, which, oh my days, I can't wait to play as them, especially Starfire, because I'm such a big fan of Teen Titans, and now I'm not going to get to, like, whenever I get to play as her, it'll probably be the same time as my mate who pre-ordered the normal edition. I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm honestly just, I had to get my rage and aggression out somehow, and I knew by doing this video, this was the only way I was going to be able to do that. Nether-realm, if you're watching this right now, hurry the f*** up and release these characters, because honestly, you don't con someone. Essentially, you've conned us. Why did I need to pay that extra 20 quid? Why did I need to pay that extra 20 quid? Honestly, tell me why. Tell me why. Give me you can promise me, oh, they'll come out in a couple months, but that's not good enough. I pre-ordered the game so I get the characters on day one. Okay, so I've actually gone on the W Games support page on my phone to see if I can find a way of contacting them, and they do actually have a phone number for the UK, which is where I live. So I'm going to try and call them right now. I'm just going to see if I can find out just anything from them, because obviously W Games support, obviously they answer any frequently asked questions, you know, like online on this page is what I've seen. So yeah, so let's give them a little call.
Warner Brothers Tech Support, Begonia speaking. Can I have your name, please?
Huh? Sorry?
Begonia speaking, Warner Brothers Tech Support. Can I have your name, please?
Ben.
Hi, Ben. How can I help you today?
Well, essentially, I've pre-ordered a game, and I was promised a bunch of DLC, and essentially, I go on there right now, and it's not there. Like, as in, I enter the code, and I get, like, half of what I was promised, and, yeah, the rest of it. I was just wondering, like, if you could tell me, like, when it releases, or if that's not your department, then that's fine.
Okay, which game, first of all?
It's one of your recent titles, Injustice 2.
Injustice 2. Is it on PS4 or Xbox One?
PS4.
PS4. So which version of the game have you got? The Ultimate or the Deluxe or?
I got the Deluxe edition.
Deluxe. Okay. So the Deluxe edition includes, if you did pre-order, you should get the Dark Side.
Yeah, I got Darkseid, yeah.
And then you should get also the Power Girl skin.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay, and the God Shader gear pack.
Oh, actually, I was promised 3 DLC fighters.
Yeah, this will be released later. But on day one, that's what I have mentioned is what you get. And the 3 DLCs, the other characters, they will be released later. So basically, when they are released, then you will have access to them without having to pay for them. Alright,
so like I've proper paid for them, so like, because I've already downloaded the pack, so that means I won't have to pay like another, what, like 20 quid or so.
If you have the deluxe version, you have then 3 other DLCs still to come.
Oh, okay. I know you said like you're not sure, but do you have a rough idea of when they'll release it, or is that not really?
No, unfortunately, here at technical support, they don't give us that information. The best will be to check the forums, the official forum, and maybe check Twitter as well or Facebook, because marketing, that's where they post the information straight away once it's
Oh yeah, it's just because they released a video on YouTube like showing off all the fighters, and I thought like, oh right, well I'm gonna get them on the day one, and yeah, and I didn't. But no, it's just because like I was wondering, oh right, well will it be like an update in a couple of days, or is it like, because I was just curious, that's all, because it's like, yeah.
Right, I wish I could answer that question, but we don't have the information right now. But as I say, in the official forum, it will be announced as soon as it's available.
Oh, alright, fair enough. And yeah, I did check the forums before, but I thought I'd call up, you know, just in case.
Oh, okay. Well, is there anything else I can help you with?
Don't think so. No, that should be good. Yeah, that was only my main concern. Yeah, it's just because I bought it legit just today, and yeah, and I get home and it's not there.
Yeah, sorry about that, but I hope they release it soon so you can enjoy the new characters as well.
Oh, okay then. Alright, okay, well thank you very much.
No problem, thank you for calling One Hour Brothers. And
Okay,
enjoy the game.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, bye.
Bye.
So yeah, I've just been on the phone to this woman who works for WB Support. So basically, yeah, she was just telling me that, yeah, sort of like the DLC characters will be released later on. She doesn't know when. She just says to keep on checking Twitter and like the YouTube accounts and that, which is kind of like, well, it's kind of, I knew that already, but you know, it's nice to at least sort of have acknowledgement from someone who works in the industry and works for the company who have distributed the game and everything like that. And you know, she was very nice about it, and it's like, you know, she could have just said like, no, that's it, you know, they're not released yet, and hangs up the phone. No, she was actually kind of nice and wanted to talk to me. So yeah, in all fairness then, I guess we'll have to wait then. But anyway guys, that's going to bring it to the end of the video right now. So until next time, probably expect Injustice 2 gameplay coming very, very soon on my channel. But until then, I'm just going to have to play with the characters with what I got. Especially Darkseid.